think I'm really in the peak of my career, and the results are probably showing that at the moment. The support definitely does help, and getting on the faster horses gives you that confidence to ride more winners.
On Sunday, the 6th of April, the Transurban Herald Sun Run for the Kids takes place in the City of Melbourne, raising money for the Good Friday Appeal and the Royal Children's Hospital of Melbourne. Here today at Mornington, we are here with Racing Victoria and Daniel Stackhouse. Racing Victoria, great supporters of the Good Friday Appeal. But we're going to run a couple of laps as Daniel Stackhouse is currently in training for this weekend and some marathons down the line. Daniel, the Run for the Kids is this weekend. You're looking forward to it because it's one of the great events in Melbourne. They shut down the city for this event, running over the Balti Bridge and through the city. Yeah,
100%. This is my first time running for the cause, and it's such a great cause, and I'm really happy to be a part of it.
What kind of sort of training does go into preparing for not just an event like this, because this is 14Ks, but also you have been running half marathons and marathons recently?
I try to run as much as I can when I can. I'm never probably fit enough and trained enough for these occasions, but I like to have a crack.
And you've got me out here today. I'm coming off a bit of an injury, so what are you planning on doing here for a bit of a prep run for this weekend?
We'll just slowly work into it. We don't want to push you too hard too soon, but we'll do a couple of laps from here at Mornington Racecourse.
All right, we'll go get into that and we'll come back later. All right, Stacky, one lap in. We said we were going to cruise around and do some nice fives, but 4:45 pace for that lap, and running on grass is not fun.
No, it's not at all. Bit of a headwind as well, and the long grass made it hard work, so you did well.
I'm feeling it right now, but Run for the Kids, obviously, we've talked about it, is this weekend, but was started back in the day by a group of jockeys at Caulfield and Flemington, like way back when it first started. So there's a good little bit of synergy there with a couple of jockeys running this weekend.
Yeah, Ben Allen will be out there and Damien Lane, so it'll be good.
Recovery from the run is now done, and we're here at Tyville Park. And Dan, we're here with your partner Tatum, most importantly Polly in as well, nice and tired after some work. But tell us a little bit about this property and sort of what services you offer.
So Tyville Park is 20-acre horse property. We mostly do horse adjustment, and we can have up to 15 to 20 horses at one time. We have smaller yards, bigger yards, paddocks, arena, track, and also horse boxes. So if the horses are sore and things like that, we can accommodate for sort of any sort of injury.
So trainers and connections can use this property to spell their horses, but also maybe freshen up between runs if, you know, the hustle and bustle of a training centre is too much.
Yeah, 100%. They can be out here for a couple of weeks at a time, up to 2 to 3 months. They get fed twice a day, so they're very well looked after.
And I suppose something that, given the hands-on nature you have and Tatum has as well, is you can offer that service that not maybe some other properties will, because you are so hands-on with the horses each and every day, and there isn't a lot of horses here.
Yeah, 100%. So we can check them morning and night and keep an eye on those sort of things, and us having sort of horse and racing background is a big help as well.
And Tatum, is this sort of something that you can look at expanding upon when you retire down the line? Just starting off now, but it's also something that does build upon, I suppose, a business portfolio, and it's something to give you to look at outside of racing when you're finished up riding.
Yeah, most definitely. Obviously, it's something that I probably look towards more than Daniel will. Hopefully, he's got a few more years left in him compared to what I do, but it kind of sets us up for, when it is time to step away from the racing or race riding.
So Tatum, it sounds like you're, let's be honest, the boss. You run everything here, and Daniel does all the grunt work, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you could technically say that. Daniel does do a very good job. I mean, I do say to everyone he's probably a better jockey than he is farm hand or stable hand. He's quite good on the building side of things and putting in all the electric waters and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we work hand in hand, because Daniel's obviously very good at the manual stuff, like the manual labour, building horse shelters, and doing the stuff that I probably don't want to do. And I like the horse side of things probably a little bit more than he does, so it works well.
So, come off a big day last Saturday, winning the Roy Higgins with Deakin into the Melbourne Cup later this year. How exciting was that?
Yeah, really exciting. He's such a nice horse going forward. Can't thank Terry and OTI enough for their support, and it's just great to get the job done and get that ticket into the Melbourne Cup.
Looking ahead, maybe, towards next spring or even in the coming months, is there a horse that you're excited about that you have ridden or that you may be sitting on in the future?
Yes, there's one I'm really excited about riding this Saturday at Caulfield, a horse called Scenic Point. She won last week at Pakenham for the Lindsay Park stable. I think she's got a lot of improvement to come.
A big thank you to Dan Stackhouse for his time today, allowing me to tag along for a training run as he gets ready for the Herald Sun Transurban Run for the Kids, which is Sunday the 6th of April. Of course, Run for the Kids will be done by the time you are seeing this, but there is still time to donate to the Good Friday Appeal. It is for the Royal Children's Hospital. Come on, donate some money for the kids. It's for a good cause.